Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I think we're ready. Hello. Hi, Chris. Hi, honey. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I know that's not always the easiest day for people. Hi, Beth. So if you are having a rough day with Valentine's Day, I want you to know that you're not alone and that you are okay and our loved ones are with us. And I know that sometimes Valentine's Day can be a really difficult day. Hi, Robin. Oh, the gang's all here. This makes me happy. That makes me so happy to see your beautiful names and little faces, little teeny faces pop up. So I spent the morning today at Disney. It's so a perk of living in Central Florida. Happy Valentine's Day, Danielle. It's kind of a perk of living in Central Florida. Some girlfriends of mine, we hook up maybe a couple times a year. It's been a while because, COVID. We hook up a couple times a year and we go down to the Disney hotels because the hotels have, they do special like cupcakes and desserty things that are just for the seasons or the holidays and whatnot. So we went today to try some of the Valentine's things, and it's great. You bring a couple of people, that way everybody can taste something, and you're not eating 57 cupcakes. But we had a good time, and some of the Disney cupcakes are super pretty, and others don't look like too much. Well, they all kind of look really pretty, but and have a great taste. So it was nothing like seeing Disney, even just the hotels, through the eyes of a 2.5-year-old. Because my girlfriend, one of the gals that was with us today, has a 2.5-year-old and a new baby on the way, and so it's just such a joy because I don't get to spend a lot of time with littles, and so we had a good time with them today. So thanks, Robin. I appreciate that. So let's see. I really felt like I wanted to check in and see what kind of animals were talking to us today because it is Valentine's Day. It is almost the full moon, and this is a big full moon. I think this is Leo. Ooh, a jumpy card. This is Leo, and so it's always, people talk about, stubborn and, strong emotions and this kind of stuff. And there's some stuff I really do want to talk about regarding this full moon. But the thing I want to start with is, because we're still a few days away, but it is this week. But I do want to talk, I think, first about Valentine's Day because it can be a really difficult day for people who... Hi, I'm going to say Jessica. Hi, Jessica. What a cute little flower heart thing. Thank you. What an adorable message. I'm going to start with Valentine's Day because I think it can be, it can be challenging for people. Whether you're in a relationship, maybe you feel alone in that relationship, or it's not satisfying or balanced. And maybe you're far from your loved ones. My one son's at school, the other son's on a road trip, and the spouse is at work. And so, maybe you're just feeling a little bit alone, or maybe you've lost people since last Valentine's Day. And it just reminds you so much that, they're not here. And so whatever it is that you are feeling, I just want to make sure that you understand, A, you are not alone. And B, I want to just remind you that your loved ones are okay. I think that's the biggest thing, that even when it feels like maybe we're not okay, because with grief, it takes a long time, and don't let anybody tell you how to grieve. Grief is... I'm a big abortion rights activist, and I make no secret about my journey with that. My son Matthew's in spirit. That was a life-saving decision that my husband and I made, and I'm not trying to be political. I'm trying to make a point. So I make no secret about the fact that I have walked that path and made those tough decisions, and it was not easy. But my son Matthew has made himself known to me time and time again, and reminded me that I have done the right thing, and we have reconciled ourselves and all of those things. But here's the thing. While I feel like that is nobody else's damn business, I feel the same way about grief. I feel the same way about grief. It is nobody else's damn business. How you go through grief and how you process it and how long it takes and the waves that come with it, because grief comes in waves. Grief is not some sort of straight line. It's just like anything else in this life. It's going to, and then maybe you've made a forward step, forward progress in grief is, again, nobody else's business. But wherever you may be on that path, if you are feeling some kind of way about Valentine's Day, I want you to understand that you are not alone and that you are okay. And that, you know what? If you're not okay, it's okay to not be okay. It is okay to not be okay. Sometimes people really feel like they just need to sit in the sadness on Valentine's Day. And that is okay. Because whatever it is that is your grief journey is nobody else's damn business. And whatever you feel like you need to help you make your way through that bog is okay. There's no right way, and there's no wrong way, and there's no time limit, and nobody gets a vote except you. And so I know here it is Valentine's Day and I'm talking about grief, but I think you can pretty much click on anything on YouTube or, Facebook or TikTok or whatever and find somebody being like, Happy Valentine's Day! And so if that's what you're looking for, I think, there's plenty of that to find. And I, from my heart, Happy Valentine's Day. From my heart, with all of my love, Happy Valentine's Day. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed and remarkable and marvelous day that is a reflection of the love that you have put out into the world. But I'm not a huge fan of like a single day to, remind people to be loving. We should be loving every day. And so I'm not always the hugest fan of Valentine's Day, but I am, as far as that, Hallmark goes, even though, I am guilty and I participate, because I love to spread that love, especially to my friends and family. But at the same time, we should do that every day. That should be part of who we are every single day. And I know the bigger picture is that sometimes Valentine's Day can be really challenging for people. And so if you are in a place where Valentine's Day is challenging or this day is challenging, and for a person who lives in Florida and who grew up in South Florida, this is a miserable reminder of the loss of so many young lives at Parkland that, were the children of people that I grew up with. The kids that were murdered at Parkland, those kids, their parents are the people that I grew up with. And we know so many of those parents. And so Valentine's Day, and today at my nephew's high school, which was my son's high school, there was a bomb threat on fucking Valentine's Day. And I think, and I know that that's why, feel like that's why. It was because, Parkland here in Florida and because people are, I don't want to say that people are effing crazy, because we know that there's a huge battle with mental illness, especially through this 2 years in the pandemic, has really brought all of that to light. But at the same time, I feel like people are feeling so powerless, and that these crazy things that we're seeing are, and I don't mean like crazy like mentally, I just mean out of the normal, that we're seeing is because people are trying to grab onto something to give them a feeling of I'm in control of something, because for 2 years things have felt so completely out of control. And I think that people are really trying to grab onto that kind of stuff right now. And so whatever it is that you are feeling for today or any day, the things I want you to remember is that there is love around you. You are loved. We love you. I love you. And that it's okay if you're not okay. And that it's okay if you need to sit in the soup of it on a day like today. And that's okay too. So I personally was very grateful for the distraction to go to Disney for a little while today, because I am very keenly aware that today is Parkland. And that Valentine's Day never means the same thing to me as it used to. So, but again, every day should be a day that should be led with love. We lead with love. And I think that that's one of the things that's really, that I want to say as we are. Jasmine Rose, we are going to do readings today. Yes, so hang in there with me. Robin says, ebbs and flows, ups and downs, circle of life. Valentine's was never a holiday that I gave thought to or really celebrated. Every day should be celebrated. You are 100% right, my friend. But one of the things that I want to talk about too is not just about Valentine's Day, but it is about how we're seeing so much more of this coming out. And I think that we're also seeing the negative does get more attention than the goodness these days. But it's interesting because we see these people who are feeling so powerless. They are, acting out in ways that we would have, thought before this, before COVID would be like crazy. But it is bringing things to the surface for people to connect and for people to be aware of their emotions and the energies that are going on with us. And I think that that's really important. Hi, Michelle. I think that's really important because we have so much where people have for so many years, we had our blinders on and we stayed in our lane and we did our stuff. And after Trump got elected, and this isn't, again, it's not a politics thing, but after Trump got elected, we saw so many more people take to the streets. Whether they liked him or they didn't like him, there was so many more people that got up off their chairs to get involved and to do something. Now, that has led us to some problematic, things like January 6th, but at the same time, it has also led to some really great things of people being able to connect and people being able to see each other. Now, we're being able to see people for who they really are, and there's pros and cons in that. But being able to see people, and people talk about relationships ending because they don't agree and all of that, and while I think that intolerance is not the answer, at the same time, I think being able to see people for who they really are is important, especially because the empathic sensibilities of our society is rising. The empathic sensibilities of our society is rising. People like me, more people like you, more and more empaths are waking up every day. I've been saying this for a long time. Hi, Claudette. Did I say hi to Michelle? Hi, Michelle. More and more empaths are waking up every single day, and more people are understanding that they can feel what is going on around them. And because they can feel all the stuff that's going on around them, it makes them more cognizant of how we act and react and how we show up in the world. And that is creating a ground shift. But because it's not a negative, that saying, if it bleeds, it leads, right? It's not, and you're not going to see the same things on the two different news channels or whatever. And I know there's lots of different news channels. But there is this power, this shift that is happening under the surface, and you're not hearing about it on the news because it's not something that mainstream is gathering. But I want to say to you that this energy is building, and this isn't about elections or anything like that. It's just about what's happening to the people. Even if you're looking at like the stuff that's going on in Ukraine, if you talk to the people, if you look at the news reports where they're talking about people, who are in Russia, they're saying, we don't want a war, because I don't know that anybody ever really wants a war. And so, people are understanding that there are better ways, and they are being more empathic. That empathic ability of our humanity is growing. So people are having more compassion, and they are feeling things in some kind of way for those around them. But it's not in our leadership. It's not in the leadership, especially when we have the, the older white guy power structure that we've had so much in not just in our country, but in so many countries, right? Where it is an older white guy power structure where it is all about getting power and keeping power. That's not the empath way. That's not the light worker way. And so they are really so much more engaged, and we've got to hold on to that power because they really can feel the rumblings of the shift. And the other thing that I'll tell you is that, especially in this country, and I think globally, humanity is a pendulum. And so we had, we swing to the right, we swing to the left. With Obama, we swung really far to the left in this country, and then we swung really far back to the right in the next administration. And so now we're going to swing even, we're swinging. So it will swing back. It will swing back, and eventually we'll find ourselves in the middle. But it takes a long time. I keep reminding myself of those, those those things like that, and then they eventually get where they've themselves, and they're doing this, right? You drop the one and it goes bink, bink. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And then eventually it gets where they're all doing this. It takes a while, but you can see that this is happening, and then you get two, and then three, and then all of a sudden we're all going in the same direction. So it is happening, and we are on the right track. Doesn't always feel that way, because it's very frustrating. It can be very frustrating, and it can be very heartbreaking. So again, I say there's full moon coming, and if you are not, if you've got some stuff to release, this is going to be a big one. And again, with Valentine's Day, if you are feeling some kind of way, it is okay for you to need a little help, need a little support. Maybe you need a little quiet time. However you're feeling, honor it. Honor it. Genia had a friend who was murdered recently, was hoping I might have a message. Anything would be so appreciated. Well, we're going to try. Okay, we're going to try. So all of you who have asked for, and we don't usually do mediumship here on Mondays. Okay, so normally we do, but it happens. It does happen. We're going to do our collective card reading for the week, which is cards that apply to all of us for what's going on. And then after we do that for a couple of cards, then we will start doing individual card readings. So we will absolutely try to see if we can get some information for all of you. I know a couple of people have already asked. And Genia, I am so incredibly sorry for your loss. What a horrible thing to have to endure. And you have my prayers and a big virtual hug for you, because I'm just so sorry for you. Thank you very much. Chris Judd says, "Ray Science Geeks in the room. Shari was describing a Newton's cradle." Thank you very much, and I'm sure that what will follow will be a YouTube link of something of the little thing that goes back and forth. All right, so we did have 3 animal cards that hopped out at me while I was shuffling the animal cards, because I really wanted to see which animals were with us, because I feel like there's definitely like a shifting, especially as we're coming into this full moon. I really felt like there was more activity, more energy moving around in the last week or so. I was up at the state park where I work with the manatees, and there was a bobcat that was just hanging out. He was just being a bobcat, and he was like, "Yeah, people schmeeple," and he was just wandering around as a bobcat. And I thought, well, we are definitely feeling some kind of way about the animals. So with the full moon coming, I wanted to make sure we grabbed some of our animal cards. This is Stephen Farmer's Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides. So I just wanted to grab a couple of these and see what, if there was some important, things that were going on there. Hi, Claudette. We're going to get to some messages in a little. And Joanna, welcome. Welcome. I'm new here, and it would mean so much for you to have our reading. Well, we're going to do our collective card reading, and then we're going to come back to individual requests. So hold on to those. So right away we had the penguin. It says, "The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing." And I love that. Isn't that fantastic? Because it's really right on with what we've been talking about. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. And so again, these are collective readings for all of us. So, and if it applies to you, fantastic. And if it doesn't apply to you, that's okay. That's okay. I also got the owl. It says Puo, the Hawaiian owl. It says, "Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now. Pay close attention to the signs and omens from them." A beautiful owl, right? Pay close attention to the signs and omens that your ancestors are trying to show you. And then we got the panda, which I absolutely love anytime panda comes in, because it is about creating that sacred space for yourself, and whether it's in your home, your work, creating some place where you can just ground yourself, tune everything out for a minute, whether that's at home, at work, with family. Just maybe you have to go lock the door in the bathroom. Just, right? We just need that place. We all need that place. So these are great reminders. And so when I asked the cards and when I pulled them, I said, what do we need to know for our collective wisdom from the animal spirits right now? And this is what has come up, is the penguin telling us that the darkness we're experiencing is coming to an end. The owl telling us that our ancestors are with us, trying to send us messages to pay attention. And the panda is reminding us to create some sacred space. And I love that, because really, if you can create some sacred space where you can quiet your mind, the panda is going to, the ancestors are going to have a much easier time getting in there to talk to you. So, all right, let's grab some cards from Colette Baron Reed's Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I got to tell you, I was not a big fan of this deck in the beginning when I first started using it, and I bought it for a class, and then I'm actually really loving the cards. I think the artwork is beautiful, and I really love the energy of the cards. My favorite deck of all, still Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle, but we're going to work with this one for a little longer. You know, the cards will tell me when it's time to change. They'll say, no, not us today. So, all right, so we're going to just pull a couple of cards, and then rather than scroll back, I'm just going to have you all chime in again and say me, me, me when it's time for readings. Ooh, a jumper. So we're just going to, rather than scroll back, because it has been pointed out to me that I miss a couple people, and I always feel bad about that. So, we're going to start with, Go the Distance, 47, and 4 and 7 is 11. And so this really lines up with the Penguin card, which is, you know, telling us that the darkness is coming to an end. And so this is Go the Distance, which is reminding us, and we had this card last week too, because I know we had this in, Joanna Miller says, me. We had this card when I was in Colorado, and it has the cheetah. But it isn't about the speed, okay? This isn't about, like, hurry up. This is not. This is about stretching. Look at him. He's all stretched out, okay? So cheetahs, they run super fast, but he stretches his whole body out. So this is about stretching yourself and about allowing yourself to stay on the right track. It's also about allowing yourself to feel that you're going in the right direction and to move in that direction and not give up. Not give up when things get hard, because so easily for us to be like, oh, it gets hard and I just, you know, I don't want, maybe God's not, you know, it's not for me, and maybe the universe is trying to tell me no. No, the universe is trying to clear out all the crap so that you're ready for the thing that's coming. Okay, so the universe is not trying to tell you no. The universe is trying to tell you, we got to get rid of all this other shit to make room for the stuff that is going to help take you where you're trying to go. So, because if you look what's all around him, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no buildings. There's no cities. There's no obstacle. Well, there's obstacles because there's sand dunes and mountains, but there's nothing that's there. They had to clear out all the stuff so that he could go and get to the finish line. All right, so we've got peace. I love peace. This is a great reminder. And this is a 23. This card is a 5. So it means you're on the right track. It means you're going in the right direction, right? Because you're continuing on that journey. And I love this because look at the egg, and it's got the little face inside. And this is contentment. This is stay the course. Keep moving forward, allowing the universe to guide you, being filled by the things that are around, being blessed by the things that are around you, and knowing that even when it gets a little bit cloudy, that there is still green grass, and there's still lots of rebirth and fertility on the journey. Okay, so I love this because this reminds us, and also see how deeply the egg is sitting in the grass. I love this because this reminds us to sink into the earth and ground ourselves. Okay, sink in and ground. All right, we're going to pull one or two. This is Happy Happy. This was the jumper card that we had, Happy Happy. And so this is 26, which is 8. So again, these are all positive cards. These are not cards that are like 1, 2, 3 that are at the beginning of a journey. These are above 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're telling you you're on the right track. You're being supported. You're moving in the right direction. Keep going. Keep going. Happy, happy. And see, I love this because see, here's the egg from peace, but now she's sitting on it. She's sitting on it. She has engaged with spirit. She has engaged with the universe to allow them to guide her, and they are flooding her brain with rainbows and sparkles and glitter and all of the happy things because she has engaged with spirit. She's allowing a harmonious relationship with spirit, and I love that. Absolutely love that. We're going to pick one more card, and then we're going to go to our individual readings. So we're going to start with Joanna Miller because she said me. And so this is the time if you want to put in the comments, you know, me. You will be next. So by the book. So this is by the book. We've had this card recently too. This is card 11, so it's 2. Again, on that right track because you're following, stay in your lane, you're following the elephant, right? You're following the elephant, slow and steady wins the race. And you're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the direction that is being led. You are being guided by spirit. You are being led by the ancestors. We saw that with the penguin card. No, we saw that with the owl card, that your ancestors are trying to send you a message. Where's our owl? Ancestors are trying to send you a message. So this is... you're on the right track. Keep going. But the elephant card is also a reminder to stay in your lane, right? This is also this reminder to stay in your lane and not to get so distracted or caught up in everybody else's drama, right? It is super easy to like look to the left, look to the right, and get caught up in everybody else's stuff. And so this is the reminder, the elephants card, elephants go single file. They follow the tush of the guy in front. And this is a reminder to stay in your lane. Okay, so this is also a big reminder because as we were talking about before, how society as a general rule are becoming more empathically aware. We're becoming more aware of the energy of those around us and how it affects us, how we impact each other. So in that, again, it's a reminder not to get caught up in everybody else's junk because you can't fix everybody. And when you jump in and you try and fix everything for everybody else, you are depriving them of the opportunity to fix it themselves. Okay, so give yourself some space to stay, where'd I go? To stay in your lane. All right, so we are going to start with Joanna Miller. Joanna Miller, your card is Treasure Island, and this card was upside down, so this is like, what are you missing? What are you missing that is a blessing in your life? What are you missing? What are you like, where is, ego, I feel ego. Where is ego coming in the way that is stopping you from seeing this blessing, this beautiful treasure that's really right in front of your nose, like you're carrying it with you because the turtle has got this on his back. He's swimming along and he really has it with him. He's carrying the blessings with him, but you're not seeing it. So where is it that you are missing out on the blessings that are literally right in front of you? They're practically in your pocket because I feel like ego is the word that I hear. So I want to just give you some encouragement that, you know, the Wizard of Oz where she clicks her heels and says there's no place like home. And at the end she says, you know, I really, you know, everything was right here, you know, I just hadn't seen it. Everything is right here. I just had to be willing to see it, or whatever Dorothy says at the end. And so that's really the message for you, Joanna. Everything that you need is already right around you, right in front of you. You just have to give yourself the opportunity to see it. So hold on to that. So Chris Judd is next. We're going to do Chris Judd is next. And this is Round and Round. Round and Round. This is the Sacred Geometry. This is card 25. So 2 and 5 is 7. So again, on the right track, but not taking the shortcuts, following the path, letting spirit guide you round and round. You are not going around in circles. You are going around and elevating. It's like this whole thing with my slinky, right? We've done the thing with my slinky. I haven't done my slinky in a while. So here's my slinky. And so we go around and around to all the different, it's like I've been here before. I've heard this before. I've seen this before. Why does this keep happening? But we're not staying in the same place. We're going around, but we're moving up. We're going around and we're moving up. We're going around and we're learning and we're seeing things from a higher perspective. We're seeing things from a different place. We're learning and we're absorbing things in a different way. Maybe we're seeing it from a different perspective than what we had seen from it before. And so you're not going around in circles. You are moving forward, but you're following the path, sacred geometry of where you are being led, but you are evolving and you are definitely having this soul expansion so that you are moving to a higher understanding of your situation day after day. And so on the right track with that. And again, 2 and 5 is 7. So definitely a card that is on the right track. And I always think of 7, you know how it goes like this? It's like a little umbrella that you, how can I make a 7 with my hands? The camera makes everything backwards. Anyway, so if you think about like a 7, okay, got it. You're like, this is the So this is the part of the top of the 7, and so it's protecting you. It's like the shade of the tree, and then you're hanging out down here underneath the tree. So that was very awkward. But but I always think about 7 as like that little umbrella that protects us, that lays over top of us, and it's like, I got you. You come under the shade of my tree because you're protected. And I love that. People talk about lucky number 7. That's what I always comes into my mind when I look at number 7. All right, Beth Boyd. You are welcome, Joanna Miller. You are welcome, my friend. All right, Beth Boyd, a card for relationship. I'm currently single. What does Beth need to know about bringing a relationship into her life? What does Beth need to know about bringing a relationship into, ooh, jumped right out at me. This is TikTok, my friend. It's TikTok. Beth, this is TikTok, which is all about, where we read into that card and it's like, hurry up. And what I want to tell you is knock it off. Okay, things are coming to you in the right time for you to be able to receive this, and that isn't that we're not rushing spirit, we're not rushing the universe, because he's trying to catch it. And it's all like, and there's all kind of stuff flying off of it. And so I just want to say to you, and this is card 30, so 3 is a new journey. 3 is also, some people think like the angel wings, because you have the little bulgies. And so they are working on it. So this tells me they are working on it, and that you're not going to rush spirit, and the trust that they are creating and that opportunity. And again, things have to be cleared out for more things to be able to come in. And so just trust that they are moving in the right direction for you. And my suggestion is, what I'm feeling in that is that gratitude part, instead of that expectation of like, come on, to have that expectation of, I know you are working this out. I know you are going to send me the perfect person for the, where I am on my path and what I need to learn and grow and evolve and participate in next. And I welcome this, and I'm so grateful for your help. And I know that you're sending me exactly what I need. And so to stay in that place of gratitude, knowing that they are working on your behalf. So this is what I feel for you, my friend Beth Boyd. All right, so anybody else? There was a couple of the people that had asked for cards. I'm not sure if they're still with us. Let me scroll back. Michelle Krantz had asked for a card. So if Michelle, if you are still here, we can pull. And Claudette had asked for a card. So I'm not sure who's still here. So we'll pick a card for Michelle and a card for Claudette, and hopefully they'll catch it on the replay if they're not still here. Michelle Krantz. Blessed. This is the card that I have for you, my friend. Blessed. Michelle Krantz. Blessed. 22. This is a card of 4. You are so welcome, my friend Chris Judd. Michelle, okay, so this is blessed. The card is 22, which is 4 when you add it together. So this is 4. People look at 4 as being supported, like the 4 legs of a table or a chair, that you are truly being supported. And if you look at it, she's sitting in the moon, she's sitting in it's like a chair. And so you are really being blessed. You are truly being supported. So wherever you're going, wherever you're building and creating, you are being fully supported in that. Trust the universe that you are on the right track and that you're going in the right direction. Also want to remind you, Michelle, to let them in, let them guide you, let them help you. I feel like sometimes you forget to ask spirit for help, or you forget to welcome spirit to be part of the conversation. And so I want to remind you to welcome them in. Okay, we're going to go. Claudette, if you're still here, let us know. And who was the one who had Claudette and Joanna? We did Jenia, whose friend was taken away. So Jasmine and Jenia and Claudette, let me know if you are still here. And we are going to do, we will come back to those. Let me know that you're here. And we're going to do Robin next. So Robin, what does Robin need to know for her highest and best good right now? What's going on with my friend Miss Robin? All right, so this card is time for a nap. So this is 24, which is 6. So time for a nap. So now I think there's something about Robin's job that does with numbers and taxes and bookkeeping and something or other for this time of year is going to be a busy time. So I want to, this is prioritizing your health and prioritizing your your personal well-being, because I know it can get a little crazy for a lot of people this time of year. But Robin, this is a reminder that you need to put your health and your wellness first, so that you are not making yourself ill, that you are taking good care of yourself, even though it may be a crazy time for you. So this is just a reminder, time for a nap. It's just a reminder for you to make sure you are prioritizing your health, okay, and prioritizing yourself and your space. So, all right. So let's pull a card for Claudette. I'm not sure she's still here, but we're going to pull a card for Claudette anyway, because I would try to see all those messages. So we'll pull a card. What do we need to know about Miss Claudette for her highest and best good? For Miss Claudette, we have Unfinished Symphony. So this is number 10. So this is a 1. So really you kind of got to the end of the road, but you didn't get the job done. You didn't finish what you set out to do. And so now you are back at 1. So you have another chance. This isn't like, oh, you screwed it up, you got to start all over. It's not a penalty. It's another opportunity. It's another opportunity to go forward and do it in a different way. So this is unfinished, and it's not that you've like slacked off or that you stink or anything like that, but it really is about giving you another opportunity to do it better, to get it right. So whatever it was that you had walked away from, or just maybe given up on a dream, this is another opportunity. Right now is a great time for you to revisit that, because you're being given another opportunity to try and do it better, to see it again from a different perspective, and to allow Spirit to walk with you, and to be able to create what you are really trying to create in a way that's going to be more harmonious for you. I feel like you were kind of got backed into a corner, and then had to be like, nope, I'm out. And so really I'm feeling like this is an opportunity for you to try again on your own terms, So message received a similar message the other day. Yes, I'm listening. Good, Robin. I'm so glad to hear that. So, Claudette, I hope that is helpful for you, and hopefully you'll catch this on the replay. Zanelle, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We will have a card. And hi, Patty. Yes, ma'am. We'll get to you right next. So we're going to do Zanelle. What does my friend Zanelle need to know for her highest and best good? Ooh, a jumpy card. All right. So for Zanelle, serendipity. So 18. So 1 and 8 is 9. So serendipity. What did you miss? What did you miss? Where did you blow it off as a coincidence, right? There's something you blew off as a coincidence, and you're like, hey, no. And so I'm telling you to pay attention to Spirit again, to let them walk with you, because there's no such thing as coincidence. These are folks that are really trying to help you. They're trying to get your attention. And so allow for those things. When you see those things and you're like, gosh, that's crazy, and then you forget about it, stop that. Welcome that in. What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to get me to see? Where are you trying to point me? Where are you trying to guide me? Those serendipities, those coincidences, it is not a coincidence. There is no such thing as coincidence. It is really guidance from Spirit. They're trying to get your attention, so let them. Don't blow them off. And again, this is card 18, so 1 and 8 is 9. So again, I feel this unfinished symphony with you as well, that it's not about like, oh, you're finished. Good job. But this is an opportunity for you to open the next door. This is an opportunity for you to open that next door, but to follow their leading. They're trying to get your attention, like, hey, follow over here, come over here, come over here. And they're trying to show you with these coincidences. But remember, there is no such thing as coincidence. There's all signs that they are trying to show you, trying to get your attention. Look over here. Okay, so let them be part of that conversation with you. Oh, that was empty. I need a different one. All right. Patty. Daryl, hi from South Africa. Hi. There's a smudge on my computer screen, Daryl, and it looks like you said love and flight to me. Well, thank you. I was just working on some airplane tickets now that you mention it. All right, Patty, card for you. Patty's card is the Fates. And this is card 17. So 7 and 8. 7 and 1 is 8. So the Fates. Again, this is a similar message to what Zanelle just had, which is allow them to guide you. There is no such thing as coincidence. There is no such thing as, gosh, isn't that weird? No, it's guidance. They're trying to show you. And so really, again, as more and more people are waking up, more and more people are saying, show me, show me, show me, and then we turn around and go, that's just a coincidence. Stop it. They're trying to show you. They're saying, we are here. You know, every time I say that, I think of the Horton Hears a Who, like the little Dr. Seuss, where they have the little flower, and all the little people that live on the flower, the little who's, they're like, we are here, right? And they're trying to make it so that they can be heard, so they don't get dipped in oil by that mean bunny rabbit lady. So this is the same, well, maybe it's not exactly the same, but the fates are telling you, we are here, we are here, we are here to help you. Let us in. And so, who am I talking to? Patty. This is this reminder that, again, you also, because I feel like I don't want to say you're on the right track, because I feel like you're in a crossroads and that they're really trying to get you to see which one direction or the other direction. And so this is really a guidance for you to lean into spirit and let them guide you. They are showing you that they are with you, and that look at this, it's a hug. It's a hug. They're trying to show you, we love you, we are with you, we're going to have your best interest at heart. And all these little stars and butterflies, this is all about love. Let us in. We are here to support you. You are not alone. That is such a big message that Spirit is trying to tell us all the dang time. Because especially with so much going on in the news that's negative and yelly and loud and crazy and all this stuff, it's so easy to get into like, oh my God, we're so small and insignificant. No, we're not. We are not alone. We are being guided by so much love from the universe, from the higher realms. But they have to clean out all this crap first, whether that's in our own individual lives or that's in our society at large. And so, Patty, I want to tell you, open your heart, because I feel like there's a crossroads for you, and they're really trying to help you know which way to go. So let them. So, all right, my friend Daryl from South Africa, and we're going to make that be the last one, because my dogs are sitting right here in the foyer to my house, and they're like, we need to go out now, lady. So we're going to finish this up with two last cards. So Daryl, soulmates, we've got a soulmates card for her, which is so lovely on Valentine's Day. What a nice way to finish the reading. But here's something that's interesting is, so this is 41. This card is 41, so 4 and 1 is 5. So this is really a middle of the road. So you're having soulmates, but where is this a place where the relationship is not even, it's not equal, like somebody is taking advantage. And so I want to remind you that soulmate is not necessarily like my love, soulmate. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, which I know, especially here on Valentine's Day, we're all talking about my soulmate, my love, and all of this. And so I want to understand, I want to convey that there's so much more to being a soulmate. It doesn't have to be romantic love. We can have soulmates that are best friends, soul sisters, soul brothers, that we are connected with each other in a way that is visceral, that we remember each other, we recognize each other from the higher realms, from when we were there before. And so this is, you're so sweet. Thank you. Cute. You're welcome, Patty and Robin. You are so cute. Thank you. You are so sweet every single day. So this is a reminder that whatever is going on in your relationship, to create balance, to create equal, so that you are working together in that relationship, and to welcome in a relationship that is balanced and has that synchronicity, and that has that care where both people are coming from both sides to the middle. And this is so important because it's not just about a romantic relationship, Daryl. It may very well be something about a mentorship, or I feel like also there's a relationship that perhaps has been overlooked, that could be a romantic relationship in time, but it's more of a friendship right now, and that is not to be overlooked. And so this card is really about allowing your heart to open, and allowing yourself to let love in. So we're gonna go with that. Sanel, hooray! Did we do Sanel's reading already? I think, did we? Somebody help me. I feel like I read for Sanel even if she missed it. So if I did, it's in the replay, and if I didn't, we'll try and get to it. So Robin's so sweet. She says, pull a card for yourself. I did. This was a jumper card. Your dog's saying that we are here, and thanks, it's so much appreciated. You are so welcome, my friend. Thanks for joining us. So I had a jumper. I set it aside. Robin's so sweet. She said, pull a card for yourself. So this is new life. This is new life, and this is 39. Is that 39? 39. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I did just do that on my fingers. So 12 is 2 and 1 is 3. So this is, it is, again, we have those angel wings with the 3, and we have this journey that we are on. And so I will share this with you because Robin said pull a card for myself, and I did pull this out. I don't think that it's about a new life, but you can see the joy that she has in this as well. So I will tell you that I was invited as a medium. I was invited to, and I have no idea what's going to happen, but I was invited to test as a medium for the Forever Family Foundation, which is really the foremost grief and mediumship scientific foundation. They help so many people dealing with loss and grief, and you have to be a medium. There's a lot of hoops. You've got to be, you know, around for a while, and I'm very, very honored that they have invited me to test. I have passed all the hoops. This has been going on for about a year, and so I've passed all the hoops, and so my test has finally been scheduled, so it's very exciting. And so I don't think it opens up a new life. I don't think it's going to change my life, but what it is going to do is, assuming I pass, which I believe that they have orchestrated this, that I'll be able to help a lot more people, and that's really what it's about. So with that, I will leave you. I want to say thank you so much. Zanelle, if you watch the replay and I did not, because honestly I just am a blank right now, if I did not do a reading for you, please let me know, and just message me, and I got you covered, I promise. And so with all of my heart, I want to say happy Valentine's Day, with whatever that observance looks like for you. Just in all things, just know that the universe really does have your back, and that there's so much power and love and support that is around us if we will open ourselves up and allow ourselves to have a constructive and collaborative relationship with spirit. And that is so much what it is about. And I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And please always know how very much you are loved. Mwah.